Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Albany V-STR in GTA Online. I got requested to do this. I already know what I'm going to do for this car. We're going to be trying to turn the V-STR into a Cadillac CTS-V, make it as close as we possibly can today. So let's get right into it. I already kind of have an idea of what I'm going to go for. Alright, so armor, brakes, engine, transmission, and turbo are already done on this car. We're just going to be focusing on cosmetic today, starting off with the front bumper. And for the front bumper, we're actually going to be keeping it completely stock because all of the other bumper options have these weird little things that hold the bumper on, which I'm not a huge fan of. I think it's much cleaner without them, so we're just going to leave that stock. For the exhaust, we are going to go down, and honestly, this doesn't really matter. You can kind of choose whatever ones you want for this thing. This thing has some cool side exit options, which are always nice. But the ones I'm going to go for today, I think, are going to be the titanium twin bore. For the grille, we can debadge the grille if we want to. That sort of makes the car look more like a Mercedes, in my opinion, so I'm going to keep the stock grille just because of that. For the hood, we can go through all of these. Might as well have a look and see what we got. I'm going to choose the vented hood because I think it looks most like the CTS-V. But there are some other options here, of course. You could argue that some of these other ones are, just as good for the CTS-V look, but I like this one personally. Hood catches, we're not going to do any, but that's what they look like, in case you were wondering. For the headlights, we're going to go xenon, of course. For the livery, we're not going to put one on, but these are what they look like. Two-tone, that's kind of neat. Got some racing liveries, and yeah. For the mirrors, we are going to go with carbon mirrors. There's a few different ones you can have, but I like the regular carbon mirrors. I think they look pretty clean. The plate, yellow and black, of course. The respray, we're going to go with a metallic ice white. For the secondary color, we are also going to go with a metallic ice white. Car looks really good already, I think. For the roof, we're going to make it carbon. For the skirts, we're going to go for the carbon street skirts here. Could also go with the carbon race skirts. I'm not a huge fan of the little wing though, so I'm just going to go for the carbon street. For the spoiler, we're going to go for a carbon ducktail spoiler. There's a few other ones you could do. I'm not a huge fan of any of them really, so carbon stock spoiler. It's a little ducktail, looks really good. The suspension on this car is pretty cool. You can give the car some pretty crazy camber if you slam it all the way down. I think I'm just going to go for the lowered suspension today. Normally, I actually rock the sport suspension, but today we're going to go for lowered because I don't know, the sport, it just doesn't look right to me anymore. So for the Vortex Generators, these are the little things that go on the roof. We're going to do carbon to match up with the roof. And for the wheels, we have a lot of options we could go with, but I think I'm going to go for the Cheetah Carbon R's. And for the color on those, we're going to do that black. And then I have bulletproof tires and all that right now already. You could do a tire design if you want to. I'm not going to. And last but not least, we're going to tint out the windows. Let's take this thing down to the ground. We'll do a sound test and a little review. All right. Sounds pretty good, especially for just kind of a regular sort of car. I mean, it's obviously not a supercar or anything, but it's more regular, I would say. Acceleration off the line is not bad. There's not actually that much wheel spin for a rear-wheel drive only car. I'm a huge fan of this thing, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely one of my favorite newer cars that are in the game. I think it just looks so clean. Like I don't know, it just something about it just looks great to me. And I'm a super big fan of it, that's for sure. But like I was saying, the acceleration off the line are very good. The acceleration in general is very good, I would say, especially for a four-door vehicle. Handling could be a little tiny bit better, but I'm not going to say that it's bad or anything. It's not really worthy of knocking. The handling is quite good for a car that's, a four-door sedan, pretty much. Top speed is also pretty impressive on this car due to the acceleration being so good. I would say this car is just very impressive in general. The handling is a little bit shoddy at times, but it's not bad. It's definitely manageable. If you like when a car drifts out on you and stuff like that, but is kind of manageable at the same time, this might be a car that you want to look at. This thing, you could definitely drift it if you wanted to. It's very capable of drifting. So, honestly, guys, really no complaints with this car. The handling could be a little tiny bit better, but other than that, no complaints. It is a great car. I would highly recommend picking it up. It's on Legendary Motorsport if you're interested. I think it goes for about 1.2 million. Anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much it for the customization and the review today. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If not, dislike. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.